All right, all right, all right. Good afternoon. Woo. We are here. We are here. I'm going to check see how many days I have on my Take Profit Trader account. The one that I passed. I think I passed one yesterday at the Target. I don't remember which one it was, though. Let's see. No, wasn't that one. Was not that one. I think it was 7-3. Yep, 7-3. Let's check that one. So I need one more trade day. So I need to flip a contract on 7-3 here. So let's do that right quick. 7-3. We're $15 over the threshold. Probably going to be smart to go over to micros for just an enter and an exit here. Just an enter and an exit. That sort of thing there. Perfect. Now let's get back off the micros and go back to our account we were trading, which is 292. There we go. Perfecto. Perfecto. Alright, let's do a quick audio check. We are good. Alright, what do we got going on today? I'd imagine chop. I don't know, though. I haven't looked. First time on the charts since this morning. I'm just going to take these targets off because I don't really know. Did we ever run? Yeah, we ran the, okay, so we did end up running 684, which was equal lows during the London session. We ran the high. Kind of whipsaw-y this morning, just kind of grindy. Oh, wait, here's the London session. We had equal lows. I think it was 684, wasn't it? Yeah. So we just recently ran those. We have like the previous day low down here, looks like 530. Yeah, probably not making it there. See if there's any obvious equal highs or equal lows or kind of anything like that. I mean, I don't see anything obvious. Are these equal? Don't think so. All right. My lean going into the end of the day. Maybe we get a little push back up here. Got kind of some, quite a bit of wicks up here. Not really wicks. I mean, this area, it's kind of been a little consolidation. We probably run that at some point, that 680 area would be my lean. Maybe a push back up into the 720s possibly. We do have a little fair value gap here. We are delivering from this. We are in kind of a range though. So I don't love it. But we'll kind of watch it and see. We'll kind of watch it and see what we get here. I traded London. I've not taken any other trades other than that. I do need to... I do need a trade a day on one of my fast track accounts, though. Let me figure out what account that is and get that day in. $5,449. And I'm willing to risk on this one. We'll look for like $100. $100 for $100 sort of deal. Hold on one second. All right, we're back. What up, Kevin? Kevin Williams. Kevin Hawthorne. Zabak. They restored your balance. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at over here off stream. They did mine too. So yeah, anyways, I may take a trade on my fast track account. Just looking for like 5 points. We'll see here. On one of the accounts anyway. We'll see if we get some sort of obvious entry here. I do think if we close above here, we could get a little run into the pivot there. So we may give that a shot. I mean, technically speaking, we did pull back to discount of the range. We are delivering from a fair value gap out here to the left. $56. So let's kind of see what happens here. What time is it? Top of the hour here. Might be why we're getting a little push. I'd rather see you for you are than rather be fake. Kellyanne might have jumped the gun. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, Black Beauty. I mean, I do think he needs a PR person, no matter how you slice it. Like, you just, in business today, you know, you just can't get away with saying some of the stuff he says, but I do get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, though. Yes, at a pivot point here. If we pop this pivot point, we could keep going. You try and trade again, head stop for a couple of months. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Kevin. Sometimes you gotta, that's what you gotta do, right? So let's kind of see what we get. How have you done today? How's everybody done today trading? Everybody green? Everybody careful? Flat solitone? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's me. I haven't taken any trades today other than the ones I took in the eval this morning. First eval back and past your eval already. Let's go. Nice job, Kevin. Green with Skyfire. Nice job, Andy. Can we push here? I'm jumping in the long on my fast track right now, trying to get a push into the 55s just for $100. Boom, there it is. So I got the $100 on that account. I need to close above this gap here to take it on my eval without hitting this 62 area. Be a little more aggressive on that account there, just looking for the $100. And we just crossed payout on that account. That's why I wanted to at least get a trade in on that one. So we just pushed that one above. So we will have to update our payout totals there on that one. I'll have to do that in a bit. We'll update that. And I don't mind risking a little bit here on this account. I mean, we're up $300 on it. I don't love the lack of momentum here, but we are at a pivot point. So praying this strat will be better than the last. Well, here's the thing, Kevin. With any strategy, you got to back test it, and then you got to implement it live. It's just what you have to do, because implement it live is different than back testing. Unfortunately, back testing results can be manipulated by both you or the person that you got the strategy from, right? I actually trade better with my account live than I do in the back testing. I struggle sometimes with the back testing. We struggles with it at times. I'm just looking to see if I don't think any of my accounts, I did have one account that blew last week. I think they gave it back to me. I really don't even know, to be honest. But nonetheless, we did get this one passed. I just took a 5-point scalp. Obviously, I didn't even need 5 points. My idea for this one is I might try to build a little buffer on it. I might like do $50 scalps for $50 a few times a week, and try to kind of grind it back up. So, but we are above the $1,250 threshold on this now. So we can add another $1,250. No consistency rule in PA. Black Beauty is going to be take profit trader. The expert account on my funded futures, I think, and Topstep. I think that's about it. Yeah, trader to black, 106 miles per hour. Depending upon where you're at and where you're doing 106 miles per hour, most certainly can get you arrested. You cherry picked, yes. And also, Kevin, one of the things like in back testing that I'll tell you, in my experience, it's easier to hold for a full TP when you're back testing, right? When you have nothing involved, when you have no risk on. So it's easier to hold for a 2R or whatever you need in the back testing. And then when you get into live markets, it's just a completely different animal. What up, Fred? To Mimi, all in long, I tend to kind of agree, but we'll see. Oh, and yeah, I guess that's it, right, Black Beauty? I can't think of anybody else. Tradeify is a 20%. Yeah. Did you guys see that Fast Track's now 45% off instead of the 30%? So that's pretty cool. You're following me? Uh-oh. Don't follow. You could have got caught right here. I took this based on momentum, just 5 points, but never closed above on this to take it on this eval. Yeah, I'm on the right eval. We did well during London. We were very patient. We made $305. So we very well could move lower here. I mean, we're kind of in that grind lower mode at this point, but you know, we're in discount of the range for sure. So longs make more sense here than shorts. Do we get how did the initial balance play work today? Did you get a play? Let's look. Oh, So we never got a direct retest. That probably would not have gotten me tagged in there. Let me see. That probably would have left without me. Got a cough. All right. I don't mind the PM session. I actually kind of like the power hour. We just may not get any moves until after. I like that 350 algo time if it's an easy read. Last couple of days, it's not been that easy of a read. Been kind of a mild one, so we'll see. What up, Husk? Solotone, it's called, so if we go right here, we look, it's called opening range. See that there? So it's called opening range. If we go to indicators, add indicator, and you just type in opening range. There it is. Click on it, change the time to 9:30 to 10:30. Take this show labels off, and you're good to go. You already just need one more company like Fast Track, same price, all trading eggs. Yes. Yeah, they might have a 25K eventually, they said. I don't know. I'm still waiting on them to get back to me about a custom code. It annoys me when, like, companies give other people custom codes and then they don't. It's like they drag their feet on your custom code. So, I don't know. I know they're busy, so we'll see. No worries, Solotone. Oh, let me see if my Apex... So I did get my approval on Apex in less than a day there, or actually 1 day. Let me see if the money actually hit the bank. Let's see if the monies hit the bank. I am watching the market here. If we close above here with this momentum, I will take it. Oh, the money already hit my account, guys. Let me just make sure. Yep, the money already hit my account. So paid in 2 days there with Apex. You only buy the account in no time limit or extra fees. Yes, exactly, Tamimi. There's not a whole lot of momentum here, let's be honest. Not a whole lot of momentum. So if I do take this trade, I'm probably just going to take it on one contract. Probably just one contract here. I'll probably go break even here. How many points would that be? That's not even 10 points, so we'll risk one if we get a close above. Still no close above. Still no close above. The 90% off Bulenox sale ends today as well, guys. Keep that in mind. So if you want to support the channel there, 90% off Bulenox. And remember, if you're going to pick up a Fast Track account, please use my link, because without using the link, if you just use the code, I'm not going to get credit for it. And I haven't got any sales in quite a few days here, so that's the reason why I want the custom codes, because just so much easier for people to support your channel when you have just a custom code. What up, Vala? How you doing? The legend, volatility trading. There we go. All right, here we go. We're going to jump in here. Man, this is kind of a tough spot. We're right here at a pivot. Your stop loss is very close on this. So there's the close above. I mean, do we think we're going higher? If we think we're going higher, then I guess we would be breaking above the pivot there. So if we could get above this area, we should just go. There is an imbalance here, so I will have to put the stop in. There is a decent chance of us just getting stopped out break even on this, which kind of sucks, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So there's the stop to break even. Should just go if we're right. It should just ignore this imbalance if we are correct. We do have the 200 EMA up here at the 76. So maybe I might front run this or lock some in before we get to the 76. We're almost up 10 points on it right now. So I'll probably lock in the bottom of this candle if we push back above here. It's going to be more aggressive than I normally go. But I think this afternoon we want to just see expansion or nothing. I'm going to lock in 5 handles here, plus 1 tick. Yeah, the surgery was good. He's back home and resting, so he's all good. Everything went well. We got back home around noon, but I fell asleep for a couple hours. Everything was good. Oh, we're at the red to green also? Makes sense. But yeah, he's fine. I mean, like, they said he'll be in some pain, but they gave him some medicine and stuff, and he gets to miss 3 or 4 days of school. Yeah, and you can see, like, the reason why I'm moving the stop there up, number one, we hit the internal, which is, you know, that's when I triggered the move of the stop. But there's this small imbalance right here. As small as it is, this is what is still holding price down, right? So we can't really use this as an entry, but we have to be aware. Like, if you have conviction that we're going up here, then you don't have to move your stop if you have conviction that we're kind of, you know, retesting the 700. I think we probably are, but I'm also not willing to, when price actions like this, I'm not willing to risk a red trade when price action is like this. So on rollover day, rollover week, you know, no news days type like this, you got to kind of just pick your spots and take that 5-10 points. You're most likely not going to get a runner going and that sort of thing. So, but thank you guys for asking about Jason. Yeah, he's good to go. I have been up since 2 a.m., so I'm a little, not going to lie, I'm a little groggy. We're a little groggy. We did take a nap, but it was just about a little over an hour. So it wasn't quite long enough, but so if we do close above this imbalance, it would be logical to think that we at least go here. Now, you could use that as an entry if you wanted to. Again, I'm not going to, but you could. What we like to do when we're trading the afternoon, especially end of day, is I like to think about what the draw on liquidity is at the 50 algo candle and pick my position based on that. So, what up, Mum? First TP 673, 714. All right, let's go. I like it. I mean, I think that's decent. That's a decent thinking right there. I mean, my lean is up. You know, you can see we pushed down. We had a manipulation leg over here to the left. So we made a low, manipulated lower. We made a higher high, and then manipulated lower again. So that leads me to believe that we're probably going to go higher. So, you know, this is kind of trapping the longs, and then this right here, a little liquidity grab, and then a move back up. So, but mechanically speaking, the trade that we just took is A+. We are deep in discount. The only thing that makes it not as strong as we'd like it to be is the time. We are not in a macro, right? But if we look at it just mechanically, we're in discount of this range. So we're in discount. We pulled back to more than 50% level of this small range. We're delivering from a fair value gap, and then we inverse a bearish gap. So this, mechanically speaking, is an A setup. Mudbum, I'm from Georgia, Northeast Georgia. But I mean, look how small these 1 minute candles are. I mean, look how small they are. Very, very difficult to, there's not a lot of momentum. Not a lot of momentum. We do have a baseball game tonight, guys. We got a baseball game. We're 2-0 currently. 2-0 currently. Going for the 3-0. We play another local team here at their place tonight, so see if we can't take it to 3-0. We only have 9 players though, so hopefully nobody gets injured or sick, because then we'll be playing with 8 players. We shall be playing with 8 players at that point. Just a struggle. Just not any volume here. We do have FOMC tomorrow. Like, you got to think about all those things when you're trading. And that kind of determines, you know, a few things for me, like how aggressive am I going to be, that sort of thing. So, like, with FOMC tomorrow, I'm not going to be super aggressive. Unable to kind of maintain this push above the pivot there. We're retesting the inverse here. And again, if we're thinking here for another long setup, then mechanically speaking, you know, that again would be another A setup. You know, sweep of liquidity there, hold this gap, leave us something in here to long again. Because this already played, it did not fail, but you should have probably already been stopped at break even if you took that play. My afternoon trading a lot of times turns into like a feel, or those I think trades, you know, a lot of times. So, to me, yeah, I'm not YOLOing anymore. It makes it's so difficult to YOLO. I would rather YOLO like PPI or CPI or something like that. Probably like CPI. Or initial jobless claim, something, you know, where we know we're going to get a decent sized move. FOMC, sometimes you do get a big move, but a lot of times it's, you know, I don't know, it's harder to do. So, but I'm thinking about making some plays. We are thinking about making some plays. So let's go ahead and add. We need to add $1,250 to our current payout total, and we'll go ahead and request that. What does that put us at for the month? 45. That puts us at $57.50 for the month. $57.50. Let's go. Not too bad. We are on a pace to probably beat the affiliates this month, guys. Just so you know. You guys probably will lose to me this month. It's never happened before, but it's probably what will happen. At this rate. You guys got to step up your game if you want to beat old Methodical. Got to step up the game. Oh, wait, did I not? I didn't download that. Trying to update this right quick. Let's see here. It will only be the second month ever that I've actually beat you guys payouts in that the payouts ever beat the affiliates. The other month was back in like April or something where I made 9K. All right, is that working now? We'll have to pay attention to it, make sure I updated it correctly. Mark usually waits for Powell to speak. Yes. So it'll move at 2 to Mimi, and then at 2:30 it'll be more or less like volatility. It won't be like a huge spike or nothing. Typically. So We shall see. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Let's see what we get. Oh, wait, did we get a... Oh. All right, here we go. What up, technical trader? We're kind of pulling back here. Again, this is just bad price action. I mean, you can still manage yourself in this price action. You can still do okay. But there's no point in being like super aggressive on a day like today, even in the power hour. And this is kind of what we drew earlier. So a sweep of this level here would again render us or deliver us another A setup. So just kind of a soup here. You want to see a fast reaction off of that area. You could maybe even long this if you wanted to, but if you wanted to be aggressive. We do have a 1 minute OB here. You have a lot of reasons for this to kind of bounce here. Mancini says, deja vu in the ES. Yesterday, 5680 to 02 was the bull flag. I was looking for a breakout to 5734. We hit and sold. Now we are back to ping-ponging between 5680 to 5702. All chopped now until FOMC. Protect gains. Bulls must hold 5680 to keep the upside alive. And we're at 5684. So yeah, basically back to chop right now is what we're doing. If we lose 80, we get our next leg down. So I think this is where I like to pair the ES with the Nasdaq. If you get, this push down here and the ES test the 80 at the same time, I don't think that's like a bad, what I call a naked buy, right? There's no real reason to buy that other than like a feeling. There's a feeling that you got deep inside your soul that says it's an okay buy. But me personally, I probably will wait until we get a setup out of it. So we'll see kind of what happens. Now, if we got an inverse out of this, that's a tough spot. I don't think this is that obvious. On the 30-second chart, it looks better. So we might could take it on the 30-second chart. The problem I have is that we did not sweep that liquidity that I was looking for. But technically speaking, on the 30-second chart, we are still delivering from a fair value gap. We still did sweep liquidity. We just didn't sweep this liquidity. So I don't mind this on the 30-second chart. This is your break even at 50 here. So, I mean, we'll give this a try. We'll risk the profits that we just made. And I'm probably just going to go for the 10 points here. Probably what I'm going to do. Something like that. 25, 38. Yeah, I don't love that the momentum kind of stopped there. I want to see it continue. I don't like it already, but I'm going to give it a moment. We're going to give it a moment. All right, momentum there. Technically speaking, that's when I should probably go break even. Now I'm going break even. Yeah, and I mean, you just see it's just bad PA, right? I mean, I think it makes it to here. I really do. We could even go higher, but I don't know. I just didn't love the momentum on that there. The lack of momentum. So my target was here. Probably hits. Probably could have given it a little bit more room. I mean, look how slow the 30-second chart is moving. I mean, if that tells you anything, look how slow this is moving. And this is the 30-second chart. What up, King Khan? This should be like twitchy. You know, this should be very twitchy, moving quickly. I like this setup a lot better if we had swept this low here. I mean, but again, mechanically speaking, this is still an A+ trade setup. You know, mechanically. But not everything can be mechanical. Delivery from a fair value gap. We swept this low. We swept this low. So mechanically speaking, this is an A setup. Hey, could you tell I didn't trust it? I didn't trust it. Even on eval, I'm like, eh. So now we created a swing here. So technically speaking, yeah, you should be at, so we created that swing there and we moved back above it. So now you would be at break even for sure. And then your target, I think your first target would be the 50 scale at 50-50, and then second target up here at the 67. So it looks like it's going to work, but let's see if the result would have been any different here. ES testing the 90 level as well, which is right there where the pivot is. If it gets above that pivot, we just go. There we go. So that's first target there. So again, I mean, like, I don't mind that setup. It's just like, is it my favorite? It's not my favorite setup. I would have liked to have swept this low. It doesn't have to. And actually, now that I'm looking, if I had saw this earlier, and I did not see this earlier, we did have a, we had an SMT there with the ES. Small one, but there was a bullish SMT there. ES ran this low here, and Nasdaq did not. Yeah, if I'd saw the SMT, I might have been more willing to hold that. I didn't see that. Such a small one there. So, such a small one. But we'll look through spot. We'll look for a spot. That's all we can do. Let's switch back over to the 1 minute chart here. Possible OB putting in here. It looks like looks like we're probably going to go here. Feels bad. Testing the pivot there at 59. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, what's up, D? $10,000 per account. That's total per account, D. The thing that you got to understand about Fast Track is, and about a lot of these companies is, guys, the goal is to take your money. The goal is not to keep the accounts long term, right? The goal is get the account, get your money out, and buy a new account. You're really kind of setting yourself up to risk more than you should if you're not taking the maximum payout, right? So that's why if you see me taking, let me just give you an example. Just show you this here, what we just showed. So I took $100 on this account. I'm at $1,310 in profit. I'm taking the entire $1,310 out of this account. I'm not leaving any money in there, right? And I'm just going to buy another. Because if let's say I take half and only leave myself with $650 in drawdown, what's the chances of me blowing this account after I leave only $650 in drawdowns? Very high. So I'm going to take the entire amount, blow the account, close the account, and move on to a new account. Don't think of these accounts as long-term because they're not long-term accounts. They're just not. So really you should just be using these as a paycheck. Get paid, especially early on in your trading, depending upon where you're at in your journey. But yeah. Now it's $1,250. D is the pay, or the maximum payout is $1,500 on the 25K. The minimum payout, I'm not sure there is a minimum, but you have to get to that $1,250 before you qualify for a payout. So that's the key. You got to get to $1,250 first, then you qualify. And then you can take out the $1,500. Yes, D, I max withdraw every single time, and I just start a new account. Because it's direct to funded, so what's the difference? You know? Exactly, D. And up to $1,500, you can withdraw the entire amount. And then you just start a new account. And who cares about the old account? You pay another $100, you get another direct to funded account. I'm not trying to leave my $650 in profit in the account or whatever it is so that I can continue to trade. I don't care. I can continue to trade anyway and just take it all and just buy a new account, start over. That's all. So now, if you're someone who is very consistent and you're fine with just building a buffer and keeping the account long term, nothing wrong with that either. If you get the account, if let's say you make $500 a day over 10 days and you're at $5,000 and you take out $1,500, you still have $3,400 in buffer, so you're probably not going to blow the account, and that's fine. I'm just going for minimums. I'm trying to get the minimum I need to get to a payout and take the money. So, D, I do use Tradeify, but right now they only have the they don't have Quantower right now. So while I can copy across, I can go back and forth. It's a little bit tricky for me to do that just because I'm copy trading all my accounts over here on Quantower. So eventually I am going to just trade them anyway. There's my link to Tradeify. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, no, you're no worries, Dave. Ask whatever you want. Head and shoulders on the 1 minute. Kind of. Yeah, kind of does look that way. I'm not copy trading right now, Soliton, because it's price action's crap, and so I'm just on an eval. Yeah, I mean, I think it's logical for us to move up here into the 75s, but I mean, if we get a momentum candle, I might try to take a little 20-tick scalp. If we get a momentum candle above this imbalance, we might try a little scalp-a-rooney. Because I do think above this imbalance, especially above the 200, we run through the 75s. So we'll kind of see what happens here. But yeah, no copy trading today. I would normally copy trade during the morning time. But it just, you know, we had some stuff to do this morning. So no need to put unnecessary risk on the table, if you will. No need. If you guys haven't already hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. So if you didn't hear, I did request a payout on APEX on the 15th. And this is not just me like stroking their ego. It's not because I'm a YouTuber or anything like that. But I do want to let you guys know that the payouts have been getting better. The approvals and the speed. So I requested on the 15th. They approved it yesterday, which was the 16th. And then the money's in my account this morning. So you can see all my payouts there from APEX. This was not denied, by the way. I don't know why it says that. Twas not denied. You didn't pay for trash. Yeah, it's like Quan Sauer doesn't let you paper trade until you pay for a prop. Yes, D. Yeah, technical trader that fast. I mean, it's kind of surprising. I didn't expect that myself. Very unusual. Someone did make a comment. Oh, who was that? Alito? Alito in my Discord. Alito said, I think it was Alito. Maybe it was not. I don't know. He said they're able to pay faster because they lost a lot of customers. Guess the sound. Start with would be Bulenox because they're only $17 for an account. Depending upon where you're at in your trading journey, if you're new, I would start with Bulenox or APEX. If you're experienced, I would go with Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures, or multiple accounts with APEX, or Tradeify, or Fast Track. But if you're new, I would just get with, I would go with Bulenox or APEX. So, yeah, so music, no. On the 25Ks, once you're funded, the threshold is $1,600. So once you get to $1,600, you can withdraw $1,500 with APEX. With Fast Track, the 25Ks, once you get to $1,250, you can take out $1,250. So that's why I like those so much. Technical Trader, I don't think they will. I mean, as long as you didn't break any rules, I don't think they'll make a video, but, you know. Right now, I'm trading Take Profit Trader D on the evals. I'm trying to get to 5 funded accounts with them. Currently have 2. So this one that you're seeing me working on right here is a Take Profit Trader eval. But I trade every one of the props. I trade Bulenox, APEX, Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures, Fast Track, and I signed up with an account with Tradeify. I just have not started trading it yet because, you know, I got to kind of pick a time to trade that because it's going to either be on Ninja or Tradeivate. So I'll probably use it on Ninja. Use my Tradeivate login on Ninja. What up, Robert? It's not that hard to pass an eval, guess the sound. I mean, you can full send one on news. I mean, it depends on where you're at in your trading journey. Does it make sense to full send one if you're not experienced? No, it doesn't make sense. So if you are experienced and you're like, you know what, an eval is just a roadblock or a bump in the road, and I want to be able to get through that eval stage as fast as possible, well, then you can just full send it on news and get funded. It's up to you. Look at that rejection of the pivot there. That blows the account. Yes. Yeah, it blows the account. But what do you care, music? Just buy another one with the payout. The key here, guys, and a lot of people miss this. The key is to buy accounts with their money, right? With Fast Track Trading, I've taken out over $12,000. I am buying my accounts with their money. So if something happens with Fast Track or something happens to the accounts, I'm still good. And that's what you got to understand. Get to the point where your risk is off and you are no longer risking your money. That's the way to do it. You blew your take profit trader funded 2 weeks ago. Do you trade them on Trade-Evade? No, I'm using them on Quantower. Yeah, I use Quantower everything D right now. Yeah, because what do you care what the CEO says or what happens to them financially if you're using their money anyway, right? If I'm using their money, risk is mitigated. As long as I'm trading with my money, it's the opposite. So I'm watching this gap here. I do feel like the move is higher. We did sweep a little liquidity here. We're not really delivering from anything other than this inverse, but I still think this probably works. There's also a gap on the 30-second chart that's definitely more obvious. I think if you took it on the 30-second chart, it's going to be a probably higher probability. It does look better on the 30-second chart, in my opinion, than the 1 minute. This gap's a little small for the 1 minute chart. Is Quantower connected to Rhythmic? Yes, it is Rhythmic. So D, I'll show you. I know you're new here, but we have all of these connected at once. Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures, Fast Track, Elite, Bulenox, APEX. Any Rhythmic connection can be connected at one time on Quantower. You just have to pay for the advanced features, which is $30 per month, in order to get that. But it's well worth it. It allows you to copy trade across all the prop firms at one time. I made a video on it. What up, Slade? The more payouts I get, the more they get. Yeah, exactly. Oh, thanks, music. Yeah, we won't get those too often. It's difficult for me. I used to do those. I used to stream like 5 days a week when I was grinding. I would stream the New York and the London session, and that is a grind. But when you're trying to grow your channel, you have to do what you have to do. So I can't do that anymore. I have to keep it to a minimum. I'm too old. Getting up at 2:45 and then getting up again at 9:15, especially when I take my kids and stuff to school, makes it difficult. All right, we got about 6 minutes here before the 350 algo kicks in. 6 minutes. My lean is kind of up, right? But let's include a but there. What are we generating here? Kind of generating a little bit of trend line liquidity here that we can run. We could, get a dip below that and then rip higher. Do have a lot of wicks up here that usually, wicks like to get run. So you love the butts? Oh, yeah, butts are nice. The question is, why do we like butts so much? I don't know. So if we get a nice momentum candle, I'm thinking of switching over. I got the 30-second chart off to the side here. I'm thinking of using the 30-second chart. I'll still watch it. I may not enter on this close above here. Actually, oh, I don't mind the 1 minute. We'll see. The butt is where the doo-doo is, boy. Yeah, I know. It's a dinosaur thing. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not going. The closer we get to the algo, I don't know. The closer we get to the algo, we are generating that trend line liquidity. So right now my lean is a dip lower. My lean right now is kind of something like this. Does it have to run all of this? Nope. you know, and then maybe we close somewhere at the 675s. I don't really know though. But for the 350 candle, my lean right now, as long as we stay below this, especially if we close down here somewhere, is for us to run lower. Unless we run this before the 350. Certainly, I kind of got an idea is if we close below this gap, that we're at least going to probably make it to this imbalance here at the 21s. But let's see what happens. It's kind of a guess, right? It's all a guess. It's all a guess. That's all it is. It's all trading is. It's a guess. But if we get a momentum candle above this, I will participate long, even though we got the LRLR below. So the little trend line liquidity, if you will. 3 touches here on it. 3-4 touches. Less than 2 minutes here away. So it would have to close above on this candle for me to participate. And I'm kind of watching the 30-second chart here. It looks like the 1 minute and the 30-second are going to close at the same time here. This is Quantower. I used to use Ninja. The 30-second didn't close. I'll go ahead and take it off the 1 minute, I guess. I got in late here. I probably should have just taken that there. I got in late. We got 30 seconds before the 50 algo. I'm going to move this take profit up. Risking, I guess, $200 here of my profits. That the 50 algo pushes through there. I don't know that it does. Like I told you earlier, I'm kind of lean is kind of lower, but we're in it now. There we go. There we go. Lean was lower, but the setup said higher. So we go with the setup first. Now it's going to go run the LRLR. Oh. Why did I switch? Because I'm able to trade across all prop firms. I'm able to copy across all props on Quantower. That's why. That's the sole reason. The sole reason. Thank you, music. That was a little bit of a gamble there, but it was calculated, right? I was willing to risk 200 for that move. 200 for 200, kind of a 1-to-1. I mean, my entry was bad. I was 4 points higher than I should have been. So had I got in when I was supposed to, we would have already been out of that trade for $100 before the algo hit. But that's okay, right? Not the end of the world. And again, like this is one of those days where, like I said, the base hits are the base hits. That's the thing. Let's take what we can. We're not trying to get a runner on and stuff like that. We're just trying to take what we can. Now, I do think if we close above the 200 here at 67, we at least make it to 75. It might hit that area before, kind of before the candle closes. Yeah. I'm going to go aggressive here. I think it runs through there, but there we go. And this is kind of how I trade the afternoons. I'm aggressive, but I try to pick my spots. Try to just pick my spots. ES pushing up to the 97s here. The next level up there on the ES, 700s, the 700. And see how we just ran that liquidity there right here, and now we're dumping. We're probably going to, I thought we might end the day up here somewhere, but now I'm not so sure. 8 minutes to go. We'll see what the 55 algo brings us, but we did generate this trend line liquidity here. You know, we did generate this, so there is a possibility that we sweep some of this into close, but we'll kind of see. You could use this imbalance, even though it's very small, to kind of tell the story. As long as we kind of hold above that, 700 still in play. So let's see. What up, Midnight? You the man. Take your leg off. Let your nub stump and brew. What? Oh, yeah, yeah. You know about my toe, huh? You know about the toe over there's the Bach. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that toe is hurting. I think it's all, if I showed that thing to you right now, it's all gross. My entire big toe is like purple. It's purple today. Not even kidding. I mean, that toe looks rough. I mean, my lean right now is we finish at 700. I like that wick up there, sitting up there. That's my lean right now into the end of the day. But a lot of times, especially on days where we don't have a lot of momentum, which we don't really have today, this sort of happens. And then like, yeah, not quite get there, you know? So I don't really know. We'll kind of see what the 55 brings us. It'll kind of give us, it'll give us an idea, right? Give us an idea of what we're going to do. Are we going to hit 700 or are we going to finish in the 650s? So if we get a nice momentum candle here at the 55 in less than a minute, then I think we go to the 700s. It feels like, oddly enough, Nasdaq and ES both want the 700. ES at 5,700, Nasdaq creeping up towards the 19,700. It's always odd when they're in like near the same whole number. It's always a little weird. It's always a little weird. And what I like to do in the last minute, I'll try to take a momentum scalp for another 5 points. We'll risk 5, 4, 5. So we're either going to end up 800 or end up 600 up, which is a good day, right? So you either end up 800 or up 600. And that'll be the last trade we take in the final minute, most likely. So there's the 55 candle, and this is what I was talking about. Let's see. See how it's not giving us the momentum that we want here? So if it closes below this pivot here at 60, I think we revisit this trend line into the end of the day. Because this is where the liquidity lies at this point. So, oh, the new high? Didn't know all of this time those drumstick ice cream cones is not real. Yeah. Yeah, Midnight. I didn't know that either. Or Black Beauty. I didn't know that either. No, it is kind of holding up at this imbalance. This is interesting. If we lose this pivot at 60, down we go into the 40s. So let's kind of see what happens into the close. They might just trying to be trapping the bears here. We do got some resistance in this area. You can see wicks, you know, tapping our head on this area. Just can't go. This is the new week opening gap in that area, Midnight says. So, yeah, a lot of the food in this country, Black Beauty, is shocking when you look into it, because like a lot of the food is not even legal in other countries, which is weird. Yeah, D. I sent you a message on I DM'd you on Discord. I'm assuming that was you. I accepted you and sent you a message. Kind of get above the 86 here. The ES just tapped that 5,700 area. We got 2 minutes left in the day. Well, actually 3 minutes. That's true, Black Beauty. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So we're just looking for a spot here to pick up 5 points and risking 5 points. So We might wait until the final minute, or if something seems obvious, we'll try to take it. Let's just see. ES is pushing above here. Can we find another 5 points? Can we do it? You would like this next candle. You would like us to close above 85.75 on this next candle. That way your final minute candle can take you into 700. If this candle here, not this one we're on, but if this next candle does not close above 85.75, then my lean is we go down. If we close above 85.75 on this next candle, then I think we push into 700 in the final minute. Let's see what happens. So on this candle here, we need to close above 85.75. Otherwise, down we go. Down goes Rocky. So we'll see. This could just be a little liquidity grab. We might get some momentum out of here. 40 seconds left on this candle. Kind of swept these little wicks here. See if it wants to push. I don't know that we get above 86 for this final candle. Doesn't look like it. All right, we're coming into the final minute, 20 seconds. I'm going to try to wait and see kind of who's winning, the Bears, the Bulls, here in this final minute, and then I'll pick a spot to enter. It could be bad, it could be good. Again, we're risking 5, 4, or 5, so lean is still kind of up, but let's see what happens. Here we go. $50 seconds left. All right. Bears kind of got control of it right now. If we can turn this candle green, I'm going to long. $30 seconds left. At 20 seconds left, we really should be able to tell. I'm kind of leaning down now. What are we doing? Let's see, 20 seconds. Oh, I might not take an entry. All right, we're going to try it to the downside here. It's not my favorite, but we'll try it. And there you go. The candle turned green last second. That's kind of what I was waiting on. If the candle turned green, we were going to long, but so finishing up $600 there. Might take one more stab at it. Let's see. Do we take another stab? Probably not. Yeah, my lean was kind of up. It kind of like, you know, wasn't great. I should have waited for the candle to turn green, which was my original plan. I might take another stab long here, though, just for, you know, we'll end up at $500. It's fine. Can it go up? ES pushed above the 5,700 there, so I'm going to take a stab here at this. And I am going to target kind of something like that. We're just risking 100 on this, so just for fun. You know, just for funsies. End of day fun. Super tight stop on this, so super tight. If this candle turns green, the stop will go up to break even. As soon as it turns green, if it does. Ooh, gotta go. All right, now stops in at break even. Let's see if it can just go. Nah, it couldn't. That's all right. Finishing the day up 595. We'll call it a day there. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Remember, guys, look at it. One candle later. Remember, guys, Bulenox's 90% off sale is going to end tonight. I don't know whether they'll extend it. I don't know what they'll do. 80% off APEX. You got the $48 all-in for the Bulenox account there for new customers. There is no activation fee on that for the 50K starter account. And $76 for all-in starter account for everybody else. Take Profit Trader is $85. And that's it. Look there, guys. Look, one candle too soon. I moved the stop. Fast Track currently 45% off, and then Tradeify. We got the link to that up there. No, Matt, I don't trade after close. I just decided to jump on here since I didn't trade this morning. So, but we're finishing the day up 595 on an eval. We're going to lock that in, call it a day, and appreciate you guys watching. And we'll see you tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. sharp. See you guys then.